Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, El Sambo, once again, and it's now time for, I don't know, maybe my least favorite quest in the pack, a Mad Tea Party. You would think that I would love it, because I'm both mad and I love tea, and I'm okay with the party. But, for some reason, it's just a quest that I just don't dig. And I'm not 100% sure why. But we have lots of time, so it's not a big deal. We're going to start by introducing ourselves as like the Baron. Then we're going to talk to this chick.
Lady Boctor and Baron
And then we're going to come over here and we're going to open this door. The reason we want to open this door, a couple of fold. One, if we open this door and we talk to this guy, he'll give us a key, which I don't care about. But more importantly, he will not be a hostile in the end room. And then the most important reason we do this room is because we can get 2 collectibles out of the deal. So for the low price of a thief tool for casting knock, we can get in there and get some action started. Now we're gonna talk to this bro and get moving in the quest, which means now it's time to pause everything and start casting our spells. Getting ready for action. Now, we should take a second and think about what's in this quest. This quest has got a lot of devils and demons in it. So our fire spells are not, and fire capabilities are not the best, right, here. So we'll probably just use the rat catcher for the most part, and the and our not fire-based rune arm. Doesn't mean we'll exclusively not use them, but how did this guy not even take fire damage and he stood in the thing the whole time? What a jerk. Let's talk about these puzzles for a second too. Let's turn this one back on. Alright, so you have a couple of different ways to solve these puzzles. You can make like you're drawing a star, right? So you can clearly see that I could come over here and do this one. Or, let's see if I can undo it real fast. You could take an alternative method, right? They're all turned back on again. Or you could take an alternative method and you can just run around the outside in a big circle. Then when you step with the last one, it'll be done. It's just how it is. Take it however you like. Do it whichever way you think is best. Just realize that if you can identify the shortest route, you'll be happier in the end. So whichever way you like the best, clearly work on. Avoid this big hole in the ground, but know that there could be a better way depending on the situation. Also, of course, if you can identify where it is in the event that you have like a partially solved puzzle, it might save some time. Alright, so normally if we were not doing everything, we would just go this direction and carry on. But since we're going to have to go down here anyway, let's go ahead and clean up some of this trash. And then we'll have less trash to deal with when we come back through here later. So you're not going to save like oodles and oodles, but we get a couple of these Abishai out of the way. We get a couple of these devils out of the way. It'll help us out quite a bit. Now the real question is today a day that I'm going to need this shrine? I feel like the answer is no. I feel like this build is pretty much gas. But we're going to take the time to do some cleaning. We might as well take some time to do some cleaning, right? Let's go. Oh, weird. I swear I saw something behind us. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're just going to target down there. We're going to cast our Circle of Death, and then we'll go in there charging. And then somewhere we'll throw circles. See if we get lucky. Alright. Seems fine. Seems reasonable. Yoink. Alright, so we cleared the shrine. We cleared most of the trash through here. Might be like one or two more pieces of trash to deal with, but nothing crazy. Oh, don't want to fall down this hole again while we're like madly clicking around. Okay, everything looks good. Oh, these guys spawned. Let's get these guys too. Also fire off the no holes barred. I think there's enough junk in the trunk now that we justified in cleaning them up here. Man, this guy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and click these now. We'll have to come back here anyway, so... But I'm already literally standing right here. So just in case we die and we have to leave, we gotta get out. Chat saying R10 would smoke me. Well, I'm not really a soloer of R10 content, but if there's a build that would do it, it'd probably be this one. And this is not one of the quests that I would ever consider doing at R10. I would have to be really really talked into it. But this is probably pretty close to my favorite build at the moment. Very close. Maybe in my top 2. And, oh, I can't believe I forgot to switch that off. So I've been doing like, what, 8 points damage, too little.
A harsh, commanding voice issues from down the hall on the left.
And we're gonna tell this guy that we've that there's a secret passageway. We're gonna lead him out a little bit. We're gonna come back in here and do these other optionals. I usually don't do these other optionals because they add quite a bit of extra time to the quest, but I'm really not that worried about it now. I just want to make sure this guy's far enough away that he won't like aggro. And honestly, we could probably start this fight and then go back. Doesn't really matter as long as our guy is out of the way. Alright, there, he's off. Let him do his thing. So he's going to go activate an ambush and get himself killed. He should be far enough away now that his actions don't really affect us anymore. Alright, so downstairs there's not a lot going on that really pertains to us. Doesn't really matter. We will get attacked eventually, but that's okay, because we're just going to round this corner. And shoot guys. All of this stuff is all susceptible to fire damage, so we're going to go ahead and start switching over to a little bit more damage with our fire stuff. Get our rune arm switched. Pick up these guys. The most annoying thing about these archers is they cast like a little... there's one. They cast a couple of spells that prevent you from moving. I think is a good tactic for the devs to take. Like, it's a strong way to... There's something shiny in there, but I don't think I care. Silver key, whatever. Not stopping to get keys. We had the ability to pick locks.
To the doorframe defiantly reads, "All is not well." As you read it, you hear an odd noise.
Ew, what happened here? A puddle of ooze.
A crackle of lightning, then a stifled gasp.
Right, we're gonna make sure that we're powered up here. Down the young baron. We got a couple of water elementals. Number 1. Number 2, and then we're gonna cast. Oh, I thought we were gonna get one. Oh, we did get one. Sweet. Okay. Then, if you need it, the end of this hallway is a shrine. I often recommend that people open this shrine before you engage. Should be collectible somewhere. But it doesn't matter too much. Talk to this mirror. Go through the options here.
Of course it didn't.
Then we'll send him off to kill the last person that he was ordered to kill, which happens to be the wife.
A woman
Red King we don't care about.
And then the scream is
There's a legit collectible in here. No. Alright, never mind. So it's gonna end up getting hit the Baron's wife. It sucks to be him, I guess. Bloop. Jump down. Since we made nice on the ground floor guards, they should let us go, but they are not going to. They must have been mad that we killed their friends upstairs earlier. So we're going to come to the hallway here, make our stand. And we're not really that worried about it. Everything's kind of coming up. Samius right now. The other thing they cast, there was one at my feet for like a second. The other spell that they cast is like a little glowing ball. And that will also pin you in place. It's a snare. Maybe a straight up snare. I'm not sure what it's called. But if you hit those little glowing balls, they will pin you in place, and that's bad. Okay, let's move back to transitioning to... fighting everything else. There's Duder down there.
Lady
What's this? An ambush?
Her smile. What splendid Gulliver food.
Of course, bro. Of course it's an ambush. Of course we intend to resist. Don't be ridiculous. Just gonna kind of stay back, pick up targets 1 or 2 at a time. Until the guy gets dead. Back up slightly, get healed. I'm telling you, man, ranged is real good right now.
The flesh of his deformed arm melting away.
So I've been doing all these melee lives lately, just as a change of pace for me. And having the bows again is like strong. Alright, so we notice that this is blocked. And the reason why it's blocked is there's a star puzzle over here that's active. And if we go around this corner, we're going to notice that there's a force field up here as well. Oh no, which means that there's another star active someplace else. Well, the only other place to go would be to the left. So we're going to go over here to the left. We have a few demons, devils. These are all devils, so none of these are demons. Apparently a caster reaper. Thing that we do not want. Do not want. Get topped up real fast. Good old Durham doing all the Durham things for us. Then we have a sweet puzzle. Again, we can tell that this one's already been partially done. So we'll step here and we'll take a look. Okay, so now we know that this is one, right? Because if it was one, it'd go here. So we can start our puzzle here and work our way around. See? There's a couple of things that you want to like look at and recognize and take a second to identify the puzzles. And if you can do that, then those puzzles are not a challenge at all. So we got this stuff all cleaned out earlier. Boop. We saw the little ray shoot up here, so it's gonna put the this down, and it's also gonna put a force field down over that pit over here. Just gonna stay back and clean up trash slowly but surely. Well, I guess the force field's not over that little trap. Alright, up here there's going to be 2 Abishai and a bunch of undead summoned, so I'm going to go ahead and cast a web. And I plan on casting a firewall, but whatever, I guess. Watch the fire pit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make our stand here. So we're going to summon our hireling. We'll hopefully actually cast a heal spell on us. There it is. That's not good. Our hireling bit it. Alright, I think we have time. Time to raise our hireling before this evil Abishai comes back. We need to be careful that he doesn't just get murdered again right away. Not the best hireling master, I guess, after all. Heal, put our guy back in pause mode. Alright, so here we want to make sure now we're back to fighting people again. We want to get set back up for whatever our maximum damage happens to be, which in our case happens to be fire-based damage. And we're going to not go up the stairs yet, we're going to walk over here. The reason why is that there's a big tunnel of NPCs to monster mobs to slaughter our way through. And we just want one little purple key. And because it's a big circle, there's 2 ways to get there. We can go the long way, which is around the front to the end, or we can go from the end to the front. Well, if we go to the end and we get the thing we need, why do we need to go all the way around? We don't. So we're just going to do this and jump to the end. We clear this room, we'll get access to the purple key. And then we can move on. We don't have to slaughter our way through this entire quest. by not going and exploring this whole quest previously, all these doors are shut. So you can hear the combat music, right? That means there are bad guys on the other side of this door that are angry. And here, see, you can see the damage. Right? But because that door's shut, they can't get us. So instead of having to worry about being overwhelmed by trash mobs that just have the numbers, we can just ignore them because they're all locked away peacefully behind doors that are locked. This is the other door. So that door leads all the way around to that other door on the bottom. Alright, so we have a couple of brothers here. The dorks. Inheritance. We're going to bribe them basically. Say, hey, you know what? We can take care of your mother problem, or aunt, or whatever they are, if you feel the overwhelming desire to look the other way. And they go, oh yeah, I'm down. Alright, so this is a pretty nasty little ambush right here. I'm going to go ahead and know Horror's Ball in advance. It's not quite as bad as, say, like a bunch of Abishai or whatever, but it's a lot of spell casting damage right there, and a lot of neg levels. Alright. So we're gonna make our way into this room. You can do this part of the quest whenever you want. I've gotten to the point where I like doing it at the end, but one can do it anytime. I don't know what that gold key actually does. Probably opens one of the doors that we're just gonna pick. But we'll take a chance and see if it happens to do this this next room that we're gonna go into. If it does, then it'll save us a lockpick. If not, we'll just lockpick it open. I don't care. So something I didn't talk about at the beginning of the quest, and I probably should have, is that you need the ability to cast some sort of restoration. I carry around a stack of scrolls about as early as I can remember to put them into my bar. Right now I only have 41, but that's enough.
Little kitty doesn't know you. Little kitty doesn't like your smell.
Restore her. Tell me about the Witcher. Look at that. Look at that. She's giving us all sorts of experience.
Even the town of Olaki would shun her, were it known.
Okay. She good. Alright, so this is the end fight. This is the reason why we needed to go get that purple key, was to get into this room. Get a quick top off.
Doctor does a double take.
Firewall. Web. Kill the chick. Again, you'll see that because we talked to that guy at the beginning, he's here being a helper. Not a hindrance. Which is pretty awesome. Grab the green key. Green key opens the front door where the Baron's hiding. We already took care of the guards, right? We told them we'd take care of Mama here. Usually a couple of collectibles. And then we're out. All we have to do now is betray the Baron. And we have accomplished all of the optionals. Let's re-shield. We'll re+1 also. I guess we'll this. Why not? These guys are out of the way and gone. We're gonna fight the Baron. I usually don't bother with these optionals. Just feel like it's a lot of extra risk for an extra 1,000 experience, but I wanted to show you guys. And the other reason this quest is kind of janky, right? That this quest is only 15 or 16,000 experience points and 416 Reaper. All the rest of them have been around 23,000 experience. So it's like 6,000 experience less, but it also took us like 10 minutes longer. Those two things together are, you know what I mean? They're not right. Again, if you don't do all the optionals, you save an awful lot of time, but this is kind of interesting. Don't know if it's something I would wear. Or part of the Raven set. Ravenloft set. Alright, well that was a Mad Tea Party. It couldn't have gone much smoother than that, if I'm going to be honest. Really didn't feel like we were overly in danger. Oh, there's Mr. Whiskers. The Brell's here. Look at this. Look at this little butt. Right there. Not even paying attention to us. Anyway. Hope you guys had a good time. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you again really soon. Please smash those like buttons. And we'll see you on the flip side. Toodles.